A storm of mixed emotions is brewing overhead. Wave after wave of problems are crashing onto us, but we are holding on. We are holding on. So throw our anchors down. Let's lift our spirit up.
And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone who is tuning in to INC Radio San Francisco. My name is Sister Sophia Trigonis, coming to you all from the Bay Area, where today our broadcast topic is what makes a strong leader. So if you are watching and tuning in to the live chat, go ahead and send over your greetings, your locale, your district, of course, brethren, and also go ahead and answer our live chat question today, which is what makes a strong leader. So I'm not hosting solo tonight. I am also joined by a lovely co-host slash panelist. Sister, could you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Course, Sister Sophia. So, greetings to all of the brethren in both districts of Silicon Valley and Bay Area, California. I'm Sister Kayla Vaughn, tuning in from the Central Coast here in California. So, I'm so excited to be talking with you, Sister Sophia, on all about being a proper leader and everything. And we are just so thankful for this opportunity to always broadcast and share the words of our Almighty God. So, I know that we also have some social media that we can share with everyone. So, of course, like Sister Sophia has mentioned, please leave your greetings all there in the YouTube live chat there. If you would like more information on Facebook, we are I'm seeing news and updates, as well as other platforms, right, Sister Sophia?
Yes, for sure, Sister Kayla. And especially for us here tonight, we are on YouTube. So keep on sending around the link. Keep on making sure you're subscribed to the INC Radio YouTube channel. And of course, leave your comments and share your greetings on the live chat today. And Sister Kayla, even though summer is, I guess, almost over, I don't know if we've officially started fall, but we're kind of towards the end of summer now. We have had a lot of activities the last couple of weeks within our district. So I think we actually have some photos prepared as well that our Clea Tech will go ahead and be showing on screen. If we can see from our past Unity games, so both of our districts, Bay Area as well as Silicon Valley, we have held the Unity games in two different venues. For Bay Area, California, we were in Walnut Creek. And for Silicon Valley, they were in Redwood City. And so we were able to all play the sports of basketball, volleyball, as well as bowling. And we also participated in the Haligi film screening as well. So community games as well as the film screening are some of the photos that you will see. Kayla, I love always the excitement that we feel at Unity games. I mean, we could see so much cheering, even in a sport such as bowling, of course. There was just so much contagious excitement that we were all really experiencing. How was Unity games for you, Sister Kayla?
For our Unity games, we only played volleyball and basketball, which was at the sports house in Redwood City. So it was just so nice to see all of the brethren that, I mean, just like we can see in these pictures, that it is such a joy to be around one another. We have so many things going on in our lives. And, being able to play these sports, to gather together and to even compete with one another, I think it's just so nice that at the end of the day, we are showing our physical skills, right? Some people are better bowlers than most, or even better volleyball players, or even better basketball players. But what you could really feel was the unity throughout all of the Unity games. That even if our team was not winning, the fact that we were playing together, we all shared the same faith. We can really feel that all of the brethren were just so happy to be there. For our Unity games, we also had our CWS playing, different field games, especially there at Sports House. I know that we've had a lot of past activities there. So it was just really nice to see that from all ages, from the CWS all the way to Bookload, everyone was participating. Even the spectators were having, such a nice time watching, cheering on the brethren, not only from their own local congregations, but most of the teams were combined. So this was like maybe one of the first times that some of these brethren have met, especially in Silicon Valley. So it was just so nice to see how the teams work together, even though they might not know each other. They might be from separate local congregations, but being together and playing the sport together, it was just so nice. It was really heartwarming.
I feel that, Sister Kayla, and really emphasis on the word unity in Unity games. I think no matter the level of athleticism, athleteness, you know what I'm trying to say? No matter the sporty level that you're at, um, all levels were really welcomed, whether it was in volleyball or basketball. And, you know, especially a sport like volleyball, I realize there's so much communication that you really have to have with your team players as well.
Mhm.
But of course, brother, the activities will not end there. We do have many that we are looking forward to as well. If we could go back to, well, we'll go ahead and go through Uni Games a little bit more, then maybe we'll see our promo once again. But even the way the activity started, right, Sister Kayla, there was an oath taking of sportsmanship to really make sure we uphold our values while we're playing, even if it feels competitive sometimes. At the end of
Right.
the day, it was all about unity and just about how much fun we're able to have together as brethren.
Yes, and it's just so nice to see the brethren, we're in casual clothes as opposed to our Sunday's best. It was really a relaxed setting. So I know this is the first time we've ever had our Unity game split with our district split, but it was just so amazing to know that two separate activities happened on the same exact day. And I know that all of us are used to working together and all those things, but now that we were on our own districts and our own activities, it really just shows how much the officers really push. So special shout out to our DCFO, for planning these types of activities and for even gathering the brethren. So you can see that even the kids were having so much fun, regardless of age. So it was just such a nice event.
Yeah, I definitely agree, Sister Kayla. And you know, if you were a participant in the Unity Games or were a fan and spectator, make sure to go ahead and hit that like button on YouTube as well. Especially if you saw yourself in one of the photos, hit the like button on YouTube and, you know, remember this broadcast and being able to have this discussion as well. Um, and Clea Tech, would it be okay as well if we show our schedule of upcoming activities because we have many, many exciting activities that we're looking forward to in the weeks ahead in September. I believe it was one of our purple graphics that we had there in our previous photos, Clea Tech. And I'll go ahead and just mention the different activities that we're looking forward to within Bay Area, California. And so, actually, this Sunday, this is for all district CFO officers. So, if you are a CFO officer within the district, we will be having our leadership conference. That will be this Sunday, September 8th, Sunday, 5 o'clock p.m. On the 15th, we'll be having our CFO food fair, which will be in the Hayward parking lot. In addition to for preparing for the food fair, if your local congregation will be able to attend, of course, make sure you bring the different food dish or type of food that you're able to represent. I know for Burlingame Locale, our booth will be Hawaiian themed.
Oh,
So
wow.
for maybe some katsu, maybe some spam musubi, we'll see. And then the CWS will also be having a talent showcase on the weekend of the 21st and 22nd. The Binhi will be having their World Tour Spanish edition. Multimedia will be having our video editing seminar, so hope to see you all there on the 27th in Antioch for our video editing seminar. And lastly, brothers and sisters, we'll have a Kadiwa biking activity. That'll be in Iron Horse Regional Trail. Okay, so for those tuning
Wow.
in, go ahead
That's
and
so
take a screenshot and get ready for the upcoming activities. And of course, if you're looking forward to these activities, again, hit the like button on our YouTube channel as well. So, Sister Kayla, I think we have a good amount of viewers tuning in at the moment as well. Let's go ahead and see if we have any greetings and shout outs that we can go ahead and read also.
Of course, I actually have some right here. So from Kajes Gamab, he says, "Advance happy birthday to our brother Lavelle Diaz." So happy early birthday, Ka Lavelle. We love you, Paul. We have Sister Jill. She says, "Happy viewing from Redwood City, local district of Silicon Valley." We also have Ate Baby. She said, "Love this year's Unity Games Bowl. Congratulations to all the participants, and also happy birthday, Ate Baby."
Happy belated birthday, Auntie Baby, and happy soon to be birthday, Kalavel.
Yes. How about you, Sister Sophia? Do you have any shout outs that you would like to read?
Oh, yeah, let's see. Well, we have one all the way from Singapore Joy Presbitero, who says, hello, San Francisco, California, tuning in from Singapore. And then Sister Karen Seneca says, advance happy birthday to Kajes, whose birthday will be on September 9th. Happy birthday, po. And then Brother Jessica Mob, shout out to our local evangelical mission on September 9th, 7:30. That will be officiated by our district minister, Brother Jojo Bayani. Oh, and from Brother Wenzel, shout out to volleyball player, Sister Kayla Vong in Team Mount Salinas.
Yeah, that honestly, that was so nice. Thank you, Wenzel. Well, for our team, we actually combined the local congregations of Mountain View and Salinas. So this was literally our very first time ever playing with each other. A lot of us, it was our first time meeting one another. So just like we were saying with the pictures poll, it was just so nice to participate. So even if you're not the best volleyball player like me, I am not good at all. Just learning a skill, making more friends, it's so nice, right?
Yeah, no, Kayla, you're really good. If you get to see Sister Kayla ever spike, it's impressive. No, that's really awesome though. And yeah, it was a great Unity Games. And especially shout out to the leaders who really helped put together this activity and all the activities that we've been able to hold throughout this summer. And that kind of goes back to our topic, what makes a great leader? If you're tuning in, go ahead and share in the comments as well, what makes a great leader. But Sister Kayla, for you, and I mean, you have lots of leadership experience as well, leading us within multimedia and in so many other aspects as well. From your perspective, what makes a great leader?
I feel like a great leader is definitely someone that is willing to put the people that they're leading first. It's really when you start thinking about those bigger questions like the why. Why are we having this activity? Why should we prepare so in advance? When we start thinking about all of those things, I feel like these are qualities that a good leader should have, which you're thinking about the whole group instead of just for yourself or for a small section of people. It's really you're thinking on the bigger picture. And I feel like that is something that a good leader definitely needs, especially in multimedia. We have to think about the bigger picture, not only what we're doing at the moment, but what comes after. So just like how we everyone has seen us walking around with cameras during activities, grabbing the interviews, making sure that we talk to the right brethren. It is not by one person alone, but it is done by a team. So by making sure that we're coordinating and talking with one another really does make a very big difference. And I feel like that is something that a quality that we should all strive to have. How about you, Sister Sophia? I know you're leading the multimedia there in Bay Area. So how has that taught you, or what has that taught you?
Oh man, I agree with what you said though, Sister Kayla. When it comes to being a leader, understanding that you're not the only one is a good quality, I think, and always thinking of the needs of those who are under you as well. Because I think there's a quote somewhere that is something along the lines that a good leader is also like a servant in some ways, because you're trying to help out and think of the needs of those who are under you at the same time. I think one of my fears whenever I lead is that I'm putting too much on people. So I kind of try to always go in with that perspective of like, how can I, lead in a way that isn't like pushy, a way that is very understanding, and also just considering what's going on. And like you mentioned, the whole picture. Yeah, because being a leader, it's never about, oh, this is me, this is my, like, for my boastfulness or anything like that. It isn't good to be boastful as a leader, I don't think. Because as a good leader, sorry, I'm kind of rambling at this point, but I have a lot of thoughts when it comes to this topic too. It's supposed to really be someone who can just help others and kind of guide others to do what needs to be done. Yeah,
Yes,
so
that's exactly what I was thinking, Sister Sophia. We actually have Kajes. He says a great leader should have integrity, self-awareness, courage, respect, compassion, and resilience. And I think that is definitely something that that's really the qualities that we're trying to have, as well as as a leader, even within our own local congregations, our own district. No matter what your duty is, I feel like as long as you're working with people, you are technically a leader, and you need to lead the brethren under you. You need to help, guide them, inspire them, really.
Yeah, definitely. We also have a greeting from Brother Joel from Burlingame who says, a strong leader also always looks out for his or her team. And then Sister Reason Reyes also shares, a strong leader is faithful, humble, hardworking, and the first one to be obedient. So I really agree, Paul, being able to lead by example, and kind of being the example at all times, because sometimes that's true. As a leader, you're the one who the eyes are on as well. But it's not really something to be worried or afraid of in those moments. It's kind of just something to remind you to be more humble and to remind you to really follow the example that, you should be setting for others. And we have another coming in as well from Sister Jill Navaska. Yes, leading by example, caring for those under your care by putting them first, and needing deep understanding. So a lot of really great comments that are coming in as well. And of course, if you're watching in the live chat, also share with us what you think a strong leader is. And Sister Kayla, we've had a lot of, there's always the chance, especially as officers in the church, to have those leaders that we look up to. Do you have an example of any, officers or those who you also look up to when it comes to their leadership?
Oh man, you usually I'm always ready for any of your questions, but this time I was like, oh my gosh. Um, Definitely. I feel like any of the DCFO leaders, there has been a very big adjustment, especially with the split of our districts, right? Now that we're on our own, we're leading our own activities. It just shows our resilience that no matter what district we're in, Bay Area or Silicon Valley, that we're really striving to help the brethren with when it comes to activities, help them become more active, to want to do a little bit more than what we're normally doing, which is especially why this Sunday we're actually having our all officers special gathering and recruitment of new officers. So this is really important, especially in all of our local congregations throughout Silicon Valley, and I mean even throughout Bay Area, California, that we gather more officers. So this is really our chance as the officers in the leaders in our locals to even push to have more brethren to take up on a new office. And it's really nice to be able to really perform our duties. It's not for one person, it's really for God and all of these things that we do. But one specific person, I think my example, I'm not sure if she's tuned in, but honestly, I would say Atajeda Diaz. She's just one of those people that really make you want to do a little bit more, right? She has a very humble approach, and I know that when she watches this, she'll probably get very embarrassed. And even Atajel is somebody that I actually I look up to, even though we have a very big height difference. Atajel, you're somebody that I truly look up to. You handle so many things, and it's just so great. I know that she's in the chat, so I'm gonna give her a shout out for that.
Oh, that's a good one. That was funny, Kayla, the height difference, but you still look up to her. No, I feel that though. And, shout out as well to our two ates that you mentioned, because it's true. They're really examples of how hardworking they are. And, it makes you want to work harder when you see them leading so much, participating in so many of the different projects, and yeah, really being able to kind of just give that inspiration through example. I feel too, a lot of the leaders that I look up to have been CWS teachers, both as a child, but also as an adult, you know what I mean? Because now as a CWS teacher myself, so having that responsibility to lead the kids within the church, there's been so many teachers that I look up to and that I learn from. And, ones who come to mind, Sister Pauline Aguinaldo. I hope she gets to tune in and see this too. But there was a time when we were in the same locale, and she really showed what it means to sacrifice for your duty, and it helped our CWS just we were skyrocketing, if that's like a right word for it. It was just it was a time where I learned so much, and was able to hopefully kind of like relay that down to now those who are in the locale. And so there's just always so many examples. Even our choir leaders, of course, they always teach us so much as well. And so it's a blessing that we have that opportunity to learn from so many leaders as well.
Yes, I know. There's countless people. Like, honestly, if I could name everyone that I look up to, we probably wouldn't have time in this broadcast. Just because there's so many people, so many brethren that have really made a difference and made me rethink, my actions, and sometimes, when I was younger as well, learning about myself and everything. So, especially, I think our number one leaders, of course, within both of our districts are always the ministers. They're always putting the brethren first, showing us, what's the true qualities of a leader by leading our local congregations, right, Sister Sophia?
Yeah, definitely. And they're the leaders that we could really go to for advice as well. I think that's another quality of what makes a good leader. The ministers within our districts, if there's ever things we're worried about or have on our mind, they're often the first ones to ask, "Oh, how are you doing?" And the ones that we're able to ask that spiritual advice and spiritual help with as well, which it's really humbling if you think about it. And of course, brethren, we're also having this broadcast because it's in commemoration of the 15th anniversary of our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. And so, as well, Sister Kayla, before we sign off, I know we're going to wrap up soon. Would you have a message as well that you would want to share to our executive minister as the 15th anniversary approaches for his leadership as well?
Yes, Eduardo, we're just so thankful for all of the opportunities. It's truly through you that you allow us to have even broadcasts like this, even for us to perform any of our duties. And we're just so truly thankful for this opportunity to not only share our faith, but also work with one another and even strengthen our faith by working with one another. It is truly through your guidance and through your leadership that we're able to even be here today. So thank you so much, Eduardo, and happy 15 years of your anniversary, Paul.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kayla. And I truly think that, on behalf of both of our districts, and especially on the behalf of the INCRadio San Francisco team, we'd like to go ahead and take this time to really thank our executive minister for all the labor, all the sacrifices that he makes to be able to allow, I always say this at the end of the broadcast, to allow us to have this platform. But if we really think about it, INCRadio, all the activities, especially all the spiritual reminders we receive, we wouldn't have that without the leadership of our executive minister. So we'd like to greet you a happy 15th anniversary, Paul. Thank you so much for all you do throughout the entire church, the locations that are near and far. We really can feel your love and your blessings for us, Paul. So thank you so much for all your hard work for all of us within the Church of Christ. And before we wrap up, I do believe we'll have one more music video that we'd like to go ahead and share. So if our Clea Tech could go ahead and share our music video before we wrap up our conclusion for today, Paul.
Looking back on the days we were so young and so until we meet again. Hold on to these good thoughts and all our great plans. Until we meet again. I hope you are safe and I hope you are well. Until we meet again. Hold on to our memories until we can make
Awesome. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Korea Tech, for showing our music video. And to all of our talented brethren from all of the music videos that we showed, we're just so thankful for all of your support and all of your help, brethren, in showing your talents that God has blessed us with. Yeah, on this note, we would like to just really show our thanks and gratitude to all of the brethren and the leaders and the ministers that are helping lead us throughout all of this broadcast and everything. So, from the District of Silicon Valley, we would like to give a special thanks to our OIC CFO advisor, Brother Francis Valencia. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. As well as our Assistant District Minister, Ka Alice Onyate, and our District Minister, Ka Noel S. Gasman.
Awesome. Thank you, Sister Kayla. And in BAC, we would like to give a thank you to our multimedia advisor, Brother Sean Adam, to our CFO overseer, Brother Alex Florido, to our Assistant District Minister, Brother Ray Del Rosario, as well as to our District Supervising Minister, Brother Jojo Bayani. And thank you also so much to our CEO, Brother Angelo Manalo. And thank you again to our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo B. Manalo. And a happy 15th anniversary of your leadership within the Church of Christ. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today. And a huge thank you as well to our INC radio team who helped us out, our Clea Tech, as well as to our executive producer, Brother Manley Andaya. Have a great day, everyone, and we will see you next Friday. Until we meet again. Like the music video. See you all.